My morning routine. Hi, my name is Anna, and today I want to tell you about my morning routine. I usually wake up at 6:30 in the morning. When I hear my alarm, I try not to hit the snooze button, but sometimes I do. I stay in bed for a few minutes before I get up. Then I go to the bathroom, wash my face, and brush my teeth. After that, I do some light stretching or a short workout for about 10 minutes. It helps me feel more awake and ready for the day. Sometimes I listen to music while I stretch. After exercising, I take a quick shower and get dressed. At around 7:15, I go to the kitchen to prepare breakfast. On weekdays, I usually eat something simple like toast with butter and a boiled egg, or a bowl of cereal with milk. I also drink a cup of tea or sometimes coffee if I feel very tired. While eating breakfast, I sometimes watch the news or check my phone for emails and messages. I try not to spend too much time on my phone in the morning, but it's hard. After breakfast, I wash the dishes and clean up the kitchen a little bit. Then I pack my bag and check if I have everything I need for the day, like my keys, phone, and wallet. Before I leave the house, I look in the mirror to check my hair and make sure I look okay. Then I put on my shoes, grab my bag, and leave for work at around 8 o'clock. That's my regular morning routine. Of course, it can change sometimes, like on weekends or holidays, but most days look just like this. My favourite food. It's Anna again. Today, I want to tell you about my favourite food. I love many different kinds of food, but if I have to choose just one, I would say my favourite food is pizza. I know it's a common answer, but for me, pizza is more than just food. It's something that makes me feel happy and relaxed. I usually eat pizza once or twice a week. Sometimes I order it from my favourite pizza place, and other times I make it at home. When I make it myself, I use a simple recipe. I buy a ready-made pizza base, add some tomato sauce, cheese, and toppings. My favourite toppings are mushrooms, onions, olives, and pepperoni. I put the pizza in the oven for about 15 minutes and then it's ready to eat. I like pizza because it's delicious, easy to make, and I can change the toppings depending on what I feel like. If I want something healthy, I add more vegetables. If I want something special, I add more cheese or even pineapple. Yes, I know some people don't like pineapple on pizza, but I do. I often eat pizza with my friends or family. On weekends, we sometimes have pizza night at home. We all make our own small pizzas with different toppings, and then we eat together while watching a movie. It's fun and tasty. Besides pizza, I also enjoy other foods like sushi, pasta, and fried rice. But pizza will always be number one on my list. It reminds me of good times and makes any day feel better. So what's your favourite food? Do you like pizza too? If not, I'd love to hear what food makes you happy. Thanks for listening to me talk about my favourite food. I hope you're not too hungry now. A trip to the market. Hi again, it's Anna. Let me tell you about my trip to the market last Saturday. I usually go to the supermarket during the week because it's quick and easy. But on weekends, I like going to the local market near my house. It's an open-air market where people sell fresh fruits, vegetables, meat, bread, flowers, and many other things. Last Saturday, I woke up early and walked to the market at around 8 a.m. The weather was nice, cool, and sunny. When I got there, the market was already full of people. Some were shopping, some were just walking and talking, and some were eating breakfast at small food stalls. The first thing I bought was a bunch of bananas and some oranges. The fruit seller was friendly and gave me a small discount because I bought a lot. After that, I stopped at a vegetable stall and got tomatoes, cucumbers, and carrots. Everything looked so fresh. Then I bought a loaf of bread from a local bakery stand. It smelled so good that I couldn't wait to eat it. I also bought a small bag of nuts and some cheese from another vendor. Finally, I saw a flower stall and bought a small bunch of sunflowers to brighten up my living room. After shopping, I sat down at a little table near a food stall and had a hot bowl of noodle soup. It was delicious and perfect for the morning. While I was eating, I watched people walk by, carrying bags full of food and chatting with friends or neighbours. The market felt lively and warm, like a small community. I left the market around 10 a.m. with a full bag and a happy feeling. Going to the market is more than just shopping for food. It's a chance to enjoy the day, talk to people, and support local sellers. I think I'll go again next weekend. Thanks for listening to my story. Do you have a market like this in your town? My weekend plans. Hi, it's Anna again. Today, I want to share with you my plans for the weekend. During the week, I'm usually very busy with work, so I always look forward to the weekend. It's my time to relax, enjoy myself, and do the things I like. This Saturday morning, I plan to sleep a little longer than usual. I'll probably wake up around 8 or 9 a.m. Then I'll have a nice breakfast, maybe pancakes or eggs with toast, and enjoy a hot cup of coffee while reading a book. After breakfast, I want to go to the park near my house. I love walking in the park, especially when the weather is nice. I might take my camera and take some photos of the trees, birds, or flowers. I also enjoy sitting on a bench and just watching people pass by. It helps me feel calm and relaxed. In the afternoon, I'll meet my friend Sarah for lunch. We haven't seen each other in a while, so I'm really looking forward to it. We're going to try a new restaurant downtown. I heard their pasta is amazing. After lunch, we might go shopping or get some ice cream if the weather is warm. On Sunday, I want to stay home and have a slow day. I'll probably do some cleaning, wash my clothes, and maybe cook something special for dinner. I also want to catch up on a TV series I'm watching. I don't watch much TV during the week, so Sunday is perfect for that. In the evening, I usually call my parents. We talk about our week, and they always ask me about work and life. It's a nice way to end the weekend. So that's my plan. Nothing too exciting, but just the right mix of rest and fun. I think weekends are important to recharge and enjoy the little things in life. What about you? What do you usually do on weekends? My best friend. Hi there, it's Anna again. Today I want to tell you about my best friend. Her name is Emily. We met when we were in high school, and we have been best friends for over 10 years now. Even though we don't live in the same city anymore, we still talk almost every day and visit each other as often as we can. Emily is a very kind and friendly person. She always listens when I need to talk, and she gives me good advice. She's also very funny. She can always make me laugh, even when I'm feeling sad or tired. We have many things in common. We both like reading books, watching movies, and going for long walks. But we're also different in some ways. For example, Emily loves spicy food, but I don't. I like quiet places, but she enjoys busy, exciting places. Still, we respect each other's differences, and that's what makes our friendship strong. Some of my best memories are with Emily. I remember one summer we went camping together. We stayed in a tent, cooked our meals outside, and looked at the stars at night. It was simple but so much fun. We laughed a lot, and we still talk about that trip today. Even when we're not together, Emily is always there for me. When I started my new job and felt nervous, she sent me a long message to wish me luck. On my birthday, she always surprises me with a thoughtful gift or a funny video call. I feel lucky to have a friend like her. Having a best friend is special because it means you always have someone to share your life with, someone who understands you and supports you. Do you have a best friend too? I think everyone needs someone they can trust and be themselves with. Thanks for listening to me talk about Emily. I hope you have a best friend who makes your life better too. At the doctor's office. Hi, it's Anna. Today I want to tell you about a recent visit to the doctor's office. Last week I wasn't feeling very well. I had a sore throat, a small cough, and I felt very tired. At first I thought it was just a cold, but after 2 days my symptoms didn't get better. So I decided to make an appointment with my family doctor. I called the clinic in the morning and got an appointment for 2 p.m. that same day. When I arrived, I checked in at the front desk and waited in the waiting room. There were a few other people there, reading magazines or looking at their phones. After about 10 minutes, the nurse called my name. She took me to a small room and checked my temperature, blood pressure, and asked a few questions about my symptoms. Then she said the doctor would be in soon. A few minutes later, the doctor came in. He was friendly and calm, which made me feel more relaxed. He asked me how I was feeling, how long I had been sick, and if I had any allergies. Then he listened to my breathing and looked at my throat with a small light. He told me I had a mild throat infection and that I didn't need antibiotics, but I should rest, drink warm liquids, and take some over-the-counter medicine for the pain. He also told me to come back if I didn't feel better in a few days. After the appointment, I went to the pharmacy and bought the medicine. I also bought some lemon and honey to make warm tea at home. I spent the next 2 days resting, and I started to feel much better. Going to the doctor can be a little stressful sometimes, but it's important to take care of your health. I'm glad I went because now I feel good again. Have you ever visited the doctor recently? I hope you're staying healthy. My dream job. Hi, it's Anna again. Today, I want to talk about my dream job. Ever since I was a child, I have always wanted to become a teacher. I used to play school with my younger brother and pretend to be the teacher. I enjoyed writing on the board, explaining things, and helping him learn new words or numbers. Now that I'm older, I still feel the same way. I love learning and I love sharing what I know with others. That's why my dream job is to be an English teacher. I want to help students improve their language skills and feel more confident when they speak or write in English. To me, teaching is more than just a job. It's a way to make a difference in someone's life. A good teacher can inspire students, help them reach their goals, and open doors to new opportunities. I want to be that kind of teacher, someone who supports, encourages, and believes in their students. Of course, being a teacher can be hard sometimes. You need to be patient, organized, and always ready to learn something new yourself. But I think it's worth it. The smiles on students' faces when they understand something for the first time are amazing. If I become a teacher, I want to work in a school where students feel safe and happy. I'd like to use fun games, videos, and group activities in my classes so students enjoy learning. I also want to create a friendly classroom where everyone feels comfortable asking questions. Right now, I'm still working on my English skills and learning how to be a better speaker. I know I still have a long way to go, but I believe that with hard work, I can reach my goal. So that's my dream job. What about you? What do you want to be in the future? Living in the city versus the countryside. Hi there, it's Anna. Today I want to talk about the difference between living in the city and living in the countryside. I was born in a small town, so I grew up surrounded by trees, animals, and quiet roads. The air was fresh and I knew most of my neighbours. Life in the countryside was peaceful and slow. I could ride my bike, walk to school, and enjoy nature every day. People had more time to talk and help each other. But now I live in a big city because of my job. Life here is very different. There are many cars, buses, tall buildings, and lots of people everywhere. The city is always busy, even at night. You can find restaurants, shops, hospitals, and entertainment all around. Everything is fast and convenient. There are things I really like about the city. For example, public transport makes it easy to go anywhere. I can also meet people from different cultures, try different foods, and join fun events like concerts or festivals. There's always something to do. However, I sometimes miss the quiet life in the countryside. In the city, there is often noise, traffic, and pollution. People are always in a rush, and it can feel a bit lonely, even when you're surrounded by many people. In the countryside, life feels more relaxed. You can see stars at night, hear birds in the morning, and enjoy a slower pace of life. If I had to choose, I'm not sure which is better. I think both places have good and bad sides. The city is great for work, learning, and fun. But the countryside is better for peace, health, and family time. Maybe one day I'll move back to the countryside when I'm older, but for now I'll try to enjoy the best of both worlds. What about you? Do you prefer the city or the countryside? Shopping online versus shopping in stores. Hello again, it's Anna. Today, I want to talk about shopping, specifically shopping online versus shopping in stores. These days, many people, including me, shop online. It's easy and fast. You can buy almost anything: clothes, books, electronics, even food, without leaving your home. All you need is a phone or a computer and an internet connection. You choose what you want, click a few buttons, and wait for the package to arrive at your door. Shopping online saves time. You don't need to travel, stand in line, or carry heavy bags. You can shop anytime, even at midnight. There are also many websites that offer special discounts, free shipping, or customer reviews to help you decide. But shopping in physical stores still has many good points. When I go to a store, I can touch and try the product before I buy it. For example, when I buy clothes, I like to check the size, the color, and the material. It's easier to return something too, because I can just bring it back to the store. Also, shopping in stores can be more fun, especially with friends or family. Sometimes I go to the mall just to walk around, look at things, and enjoy the atmosphere. During holidays, the stores are full of lights and decorations, which makes the experience special. Of course, both types of shopping have their problems. When shopping online, the item might not look the same as in the picture, or it could arrive late or damaged. In stores, it might be too crowded, or the thing you want is out of stock. So, which do I prefer? Honestly, I use both. I shop online when I'm busy or need something quickly, but when I have time and want to enjoy the experience, I go to stores. What about you? Do you prefer online shopping or going to the store? A memorable birthday. It's Anna again. Today I want to tell you about one of my most memorable birthdays. It happened 2 years ago when I turned 25. At that time, I was living in a different city, far from my family. I wasn't planning anything special. I thought it would just be a quiet day, maybe dinner alone or a phone call from my parents. But my friends had other plans. On the morning of my birthday, everything seemed normal. I went to work, answered emails, and had lunch like usual. No one said anything about my birthday, so I thought maybe they had forgotten. I felt a little sad, but I didn't want to show it. After work, my best friend Sarah asked me to help her pick up something from her apartment. When we arrived, the lights were off. I followed her into the living room, and suddenly the lights came on and everyone shouted, "Surprise!" I couldn't believe it. The room was full of my friends, balloons, music, and even a homemade cake. They had all planned a surprise party for me. Some people I hadn't seen in months were there, and it made me feel so happy and loved. We played games, took funny pictures, danced, and shared stories late into the evening. My favourite part was when they gave me a photo album filled with pictures and messages from my friends and family. Some of the notes made me laugh and some made me cry, in a good way. It was the kind of birthday I'll never forget, not because of expensive gifts or big events, but because of the people and the love they showed me. That day reminded me how lucky I am to have such amazing friends. Since then, I've also tried to make other people's birthdays more special, because sometimes even small things can mean a lot. What about you? Have you ever had a birthday that was really special?